Ready? Start. For the purposes of this act, the point at which the supply of energy, by a licensee to a consumer shall be deemed to commence shall be determined in such a manner as may be prescribed full stop. A licensee or any person duly authorized by the licensee may, at any reasonable time and on informing the occupier of his intention, enter the premises to which energy is or has been, or is to be supplied by him, for the purpose of examining, inspecting and testing the electric supply lines, meters, maximum demand indicators or other measuring apparatus, electric wires, fittings, works and apparatus for the supply or use of energy, whether belonging to the licensee or to the consumer, or b ascertaining the amount of energy supplied or the electrical quantity contained in the supply or the apparatus, or C removing, where a supply of energy is no longer required or where the licensee is authorized to take away and cut off such supply, any electric supply lines, meters, maximum demand indicators or other measuring apparatus, fittings, works or apparatus belonging to the licensee, full stop, provided that, where a consumer's apparatus is involved, no person shall be deemed to have been so authorized by the licensee unless, at the time of entry into such premises, he is in possession of a written authorization from the secretary, manager, or any other officer of the licensee not below the rank of a divisional officer in the public works department, provided further that previous permission of the district magistrate shall be necessary for making such entry into the premises of a domestic consumer, full stop. Where a consumer refuses to allow a licensee or any person authorized as aforesaid to enter his premises in pursuance of the provisions of subsection 1 or, when such licensee or person has so entered, refuses to allow him to perform any act which he is authorized by that subsection to perform, or fails to give reasonable facilities for such entry or performance, the licensee may, after the expiry of 24 hours from the service of a notice in writing to the consumer, cut off the supply to the consumer for so long as such refusal or failure continues, but for no longer, full stop. A licensee shall not be entitled to prescribed any special form of appliance for utilizing energy supplied by him, or save as provided by section 23, subsection 2, or by section 26, subsection 7, in any way to control or interfere with the use of such energy, provided that no person may adopt any form of appliance, or use the energy supplied to him, so as unduly or improperly to interfere with the safety or efficient working of the electric supply lines of works of the licensee, or with the supply by the licensee of energy to any other person, full stop. Provided further that, if the licensee requires a consumer, desiring to use, or using the energy for running or an electric motor, expecting single phase motor for domestic use, or install a capacitor therewith, the consumer shall not so use the energy without installing the capacitor to the satisfaction of the licensee, who, shall, if so required by the consumer, cause the consumer to be supplied with the capacitor on payment of its cost, full stop.